Next is phase two. Okay, so learn or develop a new skill that fits your ideal client's business model. Okay, so again, take note of the second part of that sentence as it's the most important part of your equation. Okay, let me ask you. Okay, ito, tanong to. Say someone offered to write a book for you for 30,000 pesos. Okay, say someone offered to write a book for you for 30,000 pesos. Would you say yes? Just a quick yes or no. Mm-hmm. Umuulan ng no. Depends. No, no. Okay. Now, by the way, guys, this isn't a trick question, right? Now, I can see some a few saying yes, and a lot saying no. Okay, but here's the thing: did you know that people abroad, okay, most of the people that I know, okay, charge business coaches and consultants over $5,000 to $30,000. Dollars itong pinag-usapan natin. Itanong ko sa inyo kanina. Pesos lang yun. Okay? $5,000 to $30,000 just to have their book written for them. For coaches and consultants though. Okay? And the question is, how come you're not willing to pay for it even though 30K compared to what they're paying out there is already a bargain price? Okay, and the reason for that is that's because it doesn't fit your overall business model, right? It doesn't fit your overall business model. Having a book doesn't have a place in your overall plan of getting more clients, right? It's not a part of raising your fees, and it's not or starting a freelance business. That's not you. So kahit ibenta pa sa'yo ng 10,000 pesos lang yun, hindi mo ipangungutang yun, right? Because it doesn't fit your business model. Okay, you could care less if you're getting a 90% bargain or a kick-ass book in return for the investment, right? And that's fine. You don't care because it doesn't benefit you. Okay. Now, consultants and business coaches, on the other hand, understand the importance of having a book, yeah, which is why they can pay and they're willing to pay kahit ipangutang pa nila top dollar for the service because it doesn't really bother them that much. Okay. So you have to understand the same goes. This is what you guys have to understand. The same goes, okay? The same mindset goes with your prospective clients, right? More often than not, I think gusto kong magets nyo eh. More often than not, we sell services to the clients who really don't really need what we offer. It doesn't fit their business plan. Parang ikaw, inoferan ka ng libro, kahit super galing pang book writer niyan, kahit sobrang bargain pa niya, kahit si Stephen King pa yung magsusulat ng libro mo, sobrang bargain, if it doesn't fit your business model, ayaw mo. Diba? Kasi it doesn't help you in any way. Now, some of our services are good, but most of the time, and it's a good to have, but most of the time, it's not a must have. Okay, so let me ask you this. Yeah. Answer me with a yes or no. Does the service you offer fit your client's business plan? For those who have freelance experience. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, so di ko na pala ituturo to. Alam nyo na pala. Yes. I don't even know the business plan. All right. Okay. So here's how you would know. Okay. Yung iba bumawi and yes na tapos ngayon no. You see, there are different kinds of online online business models there, but the main model, okay, the main model looks like this. Yeah. Leads, conversions, and retention. That's how an online business looks like. Okay? Pag balik-balik mo man ang mundo, pumunta ka man sa States, pabalik dito, it's still gonna be the same. It's gonna be leads, conversions, and retentions. Now, let me explain each part. And by the way, I call this the revenue line, right? Okay. Now, a lead is your prospective consumer. It's either with a product or a service. Okay, it's um, it's when an individual shows an interest and provides their contact information. That's a lead. Okay, let me give an example of this. Okay, let's say for example, nag-surf ka ng Facebook and then may nakita ka top 10 ways to, to sleep better. Click mo. And then enter your name and email below to download yung top 10 ways to sleep better. Now what's going to happen? Since you already gave your information, meaning you're showing interest, right? And you provided your contact information, therefore you have became a what? You have became a lead. Guys, did you get what a lead means? Just to right. Now, conversion, let's go to conversion. Conversion is where you convert those who are interested, where you convert your leads to customers. That's conversion. Okay, so once they become a lead, your next job is to convert them from a lead to a customer. Okay, now next. So that's conversion. And next is retention. Now, retention is, um, okay, now retention is when they already become customers, right? They've already become customers, and your job is to basically retain those customers so they keep coming back for more, right? Tama si Owen. Okay, so they could keep coming back for more. So that's the revenue line that I'm talking about. And every online business in the internet has almost, okay, it could be shorter, it could be longer, but almost has the same model. Okay. And any business owner who does great on even at least one, okay, pakinggan nyo to, even at least one of these things, any business owner who does great, at least one of these three things, they have no, it automatically means they're gonna increase their revenue, which is why I call it the revenue line. Because if you can increase leads, or you can increase conversions, or you can increase retention, they have no choice but to have more revenue. And if you can increase two, let's say you can increase leads and conversions, then yes, conversions and retention, then better. But if you can increase all three, then grabe na, grabe na yun, right? But just increase one is often enough. Now, the the online business that makes money follows this model. Okay, some would have less, some would have more. Okay, but it follows that same model. And in the off chance that you see someone lacking one of these pieces, let's say nakita mo lang conversion sa retention, right? That just means that by helping them add one piece is already enough to increase their revenue. Say for example, conversion and retention lang meron sila, wala silang leads. By helping them add that part, siguradong madadagdagan mo yung revenue nila. So now, I'm now now the reason all the reason I'm sharing you this, sharing with you this one. Okay, the reason I'm sharing you with you, the revenue line. Baka inisip nyo, ano ba, wala namang kinalaman sa freelancing yan. Well, it has everything to do with freelancing, because what you have to do is find out where exactly in the revenue line will you be able to plug your services and create the most impact. Okay, let me again repeat that. The importance of knowing the revenue line of your client's business model is that it gives you a chance to plug in your services and create the most impact based on what your business model is. Let me give you an example. Say for example you do social media marketing, right? Then if you do social media marketing, you are in the leads department. So if there's a way for you to offer your services in a way that increases their leads, guess how much that means to that business. If you can add to their revenue, another million to their revenue. Okay? Sa tingin mo, mangingiwi ba silang bigyan ka ng 5,000, like $5,000? If you can add another billion to their revenue by getting them more leads, do you think they would hesitate to pay you $1,000, 2,000? Right, guys? That's what I like you to to do. I don't want you to just become a freelancer and then freelancer lang, right? You have to know, right? Right? You have to know where you stand. You have to know your importance to a business. Para pag siningil ka ng ganito, alam mo kung ilan yung binibigay mo sa kanyang pera. Parang ganun. Okay, so here's so for example, in the leads department, you could do social media marketing, right? You could be website development. You could build those opt-ins. Okay, you could be a conversion specialist. Okay, conversion specialist can work in either leads or the conversion. Blog maintenance, if you write the articles, you're booking guests for podcasts, you write, you purpose edit blog posts, you do SEO, YouTube marketing, book writer. These services, nga pala, they can contribute to getting leads. Again, this is not an exhaustive resource of what what freelancing jobs are out there. I just enumerated a couple of them, like several of them, just for you to get a picture of, like, say for example, if you're a social media marketer, chances are your job, you can plug in your service as a lead generation. Okay. Now let me go with the other one next. Conversions. For conversions, there's email marketing. That's what I do. Online course creator. We have the Tech Ninja. We have the one who operates summits. If you're not familiar with summits, those are kind of like webinars, but with a lot of participants. We have project manager. If you write newsletters, if you do telesummit is more like a webinar, but it's on the phone, so walang video. Copywriter, the one who writes the sales messages. If you're a webinar specialist, right? I mean, if you watch a webinar before, laging may product na binibenta sa dulo, di ba? It's like, webinar to, free webinar, then there's going to be a product at the end. By the way, this is an exception. Walang product na bibenta dito sa dulo. But yeah, on the usual webinars, there's going to be a product at the end. So if you're a webinar specialist, right, and you can help them sell the product at the end, now guess what? You can ask for like 20% of the sale. Hindi sila magdadalawang isip, because you're the one responsible for the sale. Guys, are you getting this? Are you guys getting the importance of what I'm telling you right now? Na hindi makuwang-kuha ng ibang tao. Yun! Damn! Okay. So, kaso kailangan nila sabi ni Natasha. Okay. So there. So for retention, you have the membership site specialist, the one who handles the membership site. We have customer service. We have community manager. If you don't know a community manager, let's say you have a Facebook group, the one who maintains the group. Because if you haven't studied retention, okay, the community manager can raise the retention rate of a community by over 20%. Ganun siya kalaki. So say for example, a company is earning like sabihin natin 100,000 per month. And dahil wala silang community manager, right? And wala silang community manager, si Alteo, may hugot to. Wala silang community manager, yung monthly na binabayaran, umaalis. Okay, so ibig sabihin, like halos ang usual na retention rate is lagi may above 3% turnover yun. So if you can just, alam mo yun, if you're the community manager and you can just prevent that little 3%, yung pinaka the very least. Now imagine 100,000 business, you're preventing a 3%, that's $3,000. You can ask for half of that and they still have an additional 1.5. And I'm talking about really small stuff here. Okay. Abandoned cart specialist is yung kapag bumili ka sa Amazon and then nagkaroon ka ng buyer's remorse, inex mo, hindi ka pa naka-order. Now there are specialists who are who writes emails that makes them go back and buy again. Yun. Okay, they send emails to customers so that they can continue their purchase. So once they purchase, what's gonna happen is kikita yung customer. I mean, kumbaga wala na yun eh, pawala na yun eh, 'di ba? Wala na siya talaga technically. But because of the abandoned cart specialist, yun na yun. Because of the abandoned cart specialist, nagkaroon na ulit ng kita na dapat pawala na, right? So the attention consultant is the one, you're doing all the advice, all the planning on how to get better retention. But again, that's not a point of this slide. Okay, the point that I'm trying to make is that as long as you can insert yourself, right? Okay, so if you can, demonstrate how your skills fits into their revenue line, right, and how you can directly affect their bottom line, their revenue, their profit, there's no doubt that they're gonna pay you the premium fees. Do you guys get that? There's no doubt they're gonna pay the premium fees. And this is where most freelancers miss, because there are a whole lot of profit opportunities that you can exploit once you know your client's business model inside and out. In fact, I haven't even gone halfway through what you can really do by knowing the revenue line. Okay, but this is it already enough for you to be able to do it on your own. Okay, and all you have to do is find exactly where you can plug yourself on the revenue flow, which I showed you earlier, the revenue line. And just remember that expensive problems are the ones where, let's just say that solving the problem produces a return of investment or a significant amount of savings. Let's say you're a VA, you always count the hours that you save them and multiply that by the number of the revenue they could have generated in that specific amount of time. That's what usually VAs do. Those who charge $45 and above. Now, going back to Irma's dilemma. Okay, do you guys remember Irma, the book writer? Okay, she found out that having a book can greatly increase the number of leads, so she decided to help these people write their own books. And she figured that if she can give them the leads that they need, then they'd get more clients. Okay, they'd get more clients, therefore increasing their revenue flow. And here's the thing. Say, for example, one consultant she works with charges 5K per client. Okay, it's the consultant that charges 5K per client. Tutusin mababa pa nga kasi consultant siya. Now, if Irma can give him more leads by writing his book, how many extra clients do you think that consultant can get in a year? Can you guys give me a number? Like, say for example, Irma wrote him a book, 100 clients, grabe na 100. But I mean, ito lang. Let's be conservative. Let's follow what I have here. Let's be conservative and say the book can only give the coach 5 clients. That's for the full year na, full year. So parang minsan sa isang buwan wala pa. That's for the full year. Let's say 5. Okay? 5 clients times 5,000, that's $25,000, right? For Irma's client. Okay? Again, we're being conservative here. Sister, I am conservative. Okay, sige. I mean, we're just being conservative, right? We don't want to, push the numbers sa pinaka, so parang hindi na makatotohanan. Let's just say 5, right? So if Irma can give the consultant 5 clients using that book, 25,000 na nabigay niya sa client. Okay, so 5 times 5, that's 25K in revenue that the client wouldn't have had without Irma. Diba? And if you're the client, you stand to gain at the very least 25K. Here's my question. If the coach consultant knows Irma can give them at least 25K, how much do you think you'd pay Irma? If you're the consultant and at the very least, pinakamababa na yun, you'd get 25. See, Art, 5K. 10%, 3 to 5%, 1,500. Right. Guys, if you're really a business owner, you'd pay even 50,000 pesos. That's how business works, right? You can in a business, hindi naman in-expect na in a year tutubo ka na eh. Right? Dapat kailangan, di ba? There's usually a 2 year waiting period para mabawi mo yung puhunan mo. Di ba? But say for example, like we just conservative lang, but if Irma charged 5,000 for the book, I bet the consultant won't even, blink or bat an eyelash. Diba? Kasi it sounds really small based on what they're gonna get. But then again, it's Irma's job, right, to make it known to the client. Because looking for opportunities, ito yung gusto kong malaman niyo. Because looking for opportunities is arguably the most important skill. Okay? Most important skill that you'll ever learn next to getting clients. So laging pinakaunang skill dapat is how to get clients. Second skill is looking for profit opportunities. Not for your profit, but profit ng client mo. Okay, for those who sa mga baguhan, for those who haven't started freelancing yet, right? They're gonna say, but John, I don't have a skill yet to focus on. Now, here's the thing. If you don't have the skill, okay, remember phase one, find out a need and then sell it to them, right? So here's the thing. If you don't have a skill, then choose one that fits into the revenue line. And then here's the thing. Choose one that fits into the revenue line. In fact, I showed you a lot earlier, right? And there's a whole lot more. Magtanong lang kayo sa mga groups, okay? And dedicate a full month, 30 days, every single day to study the ins and outs of that skill. Okay, grab a course, listen to podcasts, read blogs. I don't care how you do it, but dedicate a full month. In short, I want you to live and breathe, right? Live and breathe the skill you choose to be good at for a full month. Now, once you've done that, you're now more knowledgeable about that topic than the entire 98% of the population. And that's true. That goes for any skill. Okay? Choose one, stick to it for the entire month. Just dedicate a month and trust me, you'll be surprised how knowledgeable you've become compared to business owners themselves. So you also yeah. Okay? So with that said, do you guys have any questions? Again, I'm going to answer 2 questions for this phase 2. Guys, are you guys learning on this webinar? Freaking yes. All right, I love it. Yeah, I just figured to share this with you guys because I've been seeing trainings out there, but no one really talks about this kind of stuff. So I think I owe it to you guys. Yeah. So, guys, question, Ali. Question. A month of learning skills. Okay. So, ito na po question. Bumelo pa si Emily. Ano pong question? All right. Sige na yun. How to divine. Nice. Good thing you asked that because it's gonna come next. Haha. Kala mo. Okay. Choose one skill from the revenue line. Okay. When I said, okay, so we said, tanong ni Emily, we choose, which skill? Tanong mo ba is which skill to choose from the revenue line? Yun ba yun? Yes, okay. So the skill that you want to choose inside the revenue line depends on what you think. Okay, the phase 1 is find out what people want. I mean, what business owners want and what they need. Okay, so it depends on what exactly. Say for example, nakita mo sa Facebook group, may naghahanap ng tawag dito ng let's say for example ng copywriting. Okay? Nag-aano siya ng copywriting. So what you can do is you can then find out saan ba yung copywriting dun sa revenue line. Okay? Now, copywriting can be a lead generator. It could be under conversions, and it could be also under retention. So, medyo flexible yung copywriting. So, all you have to do is choose one. One, lead, conversion, or retention. But here's the thing. If you choose leads, what you're gonna learn is puro lang copywriting about getting leads. Yun lang ang aralin mo. No, nothing about, converting prospects to customers or retention. Okay, so para yung effort mo targeted talaga. You just go there and learn that shit. Yun yun. Okay. Again, guys, pardon my language. Uh, Bisan talaga na ano ako. Okay, so how to be credible enough, honey? Malalaman mo yan on the next phase, right? How much do I charge after learning it in 1 month? Last na question to for this phase. How much do I charge after learning it in 1 month? Rain, as comfortable as you can. Okay, charge as high, but you should be comfortable charging it. Kasi mahilig tayong, ito yung misconception about charging. Kasi we want to charge high, but when asked, like, okay, so how much? Hindi tayo komportable kapag sobrang taas eh. Yun eh. Okay. Guys, for those who are saying something about, is it possible to go back to the slides? I may not be able to record this or send you the recording, but I would be able to send you the slides. Okay lang ba yan? Bam. Yeah. I'm gonna send the slides, but it doesn't exempt you from taking notes. Kasi the slides are just like, parang ano lang siya, parang summarized version. Okay.